Episode 2, Tree Hill Talk.
Woo! Yes.
We're back.
We got to watch... Are we doing 2 and 3 in one episode?
Yes, we are. Today you will be blessed with two episodes. Last week we did the pilot, and today we watched episodes 2 and 3. So, episode 2 was The Places You Have Come to Fear the Most, and then episode 3 is Are You True? So...
They were good episodes.
They were good episodes.
It's going to be hard for me to kind of distinguish what will happen in what. But
Yeah.
I will just try and go from the order that things happen.
I made sure to take some notes. So,
Okay, good.
This is going to be how we're going to pretty much run it from now on. We're going to do 2 episodes at a time because there are 9 seasons. So, we don't want to do this...
Every episode.
Every episode.
And not even that, but like once we finish one episode, I'm like, oh, I just want to watch the next one.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely in the era of binge watching TV shows. So for us to even stop ourselves after 2, it's like even once we hit stop, I'm like, man, I wish we could watch this.
I know.
But then it would just start blending in way too much.
Too much to discuss.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we will start with episode 2, which was called The Places You Have Come to Fear the Most.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start off, Lucas ends up deciding to join the team.
Yep.
Right.
And it is the first game.
And he's awful.
And
he is
chokes.
terrible. He chokes, he sucks, he doesn't do well at all, and everyone is pretty much ragging on him about that.
Yeah.
Right. Which is unfortunate for him because that's just everyone's going to blame him for losing, and they expected that from him, so...
Right, like, I feel like it was unfortunate, but his teammates were kind of like, haha.
Yeah, they were like, of course. That,
especially Nathan, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's the worst.
His team, he has no one on his side, and even his mom doesn't go to the game. Karen decides to sit out because
it was her own. She just couldn't. She personally
she has her own issues with her past, and she just
which I understand. But then again, it's like this is your child, and you know
she comes around.
Should be there to support him, right? So luckily, she does come around.
Yeah. So he doesn't do well. He chokes. He pretty much fails.
Yeah.
His first game, and he takes it hard.
He takes it
really hard. He didn't have his mom there. He was really upset about his mom not even being there.
Yeah.
And, he took it hard, and it was kind of a mess for him afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone started, saying things to him, and then he got into that fight.
Yeah.
Right.
So, in class, I'm assuming it was English class, they have this theme.
Very interesting topic.
The teacher asks, describe Lucas in one word to Peyton. And Peyton says, choke.
Yes.
So
which was not necessary.
Right.
But
so, and everyone laughs, of course. And then the teacher's like, come on, guys. As a teacher, you're teaching high school. Obviously, these kids are going to not say great words.
Of course. Right. So, I understand that it's a television show and they needed for some depth,
some drama.
But that was something a teacher should never ask of another student. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if she feels like that was going to get a rise out of everyone, or she just felt like saying it because that's just the type of person that she is.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Peyton's very half it's fake and for show and what she feels like she needs to be, and half is
I think is also a cry for attention.
Yes.
Clearly.
She's very complex.
Well, he
he
responds with the word lonely for her.
Yes,
perfect.
Which is perfect.
Which, hit her in the spot. And then, of course, Nathan, our troubled youth, throws in that he's the bastard.
Yeah. Right. Which was so unnecessary.
Yep. So, that...
Which riles up Lucas. Which would rile up anyone. I mean, there was no way from him to be, the bigger person, because
I think that
how many times can he take it? Yeah.
Yeah, he can only take it so much, so he jumps on... It wasn't really much of a fight.
No,
everyone's the fight, but he literally just tackled him to the ground.
Yeah.
And
didn't see much of that.
So everyone's very unhappy. His mother's unhappy. Whitey, the coach, is unhappy with
Dan's
him.
unhappy.
Right.
Dan has his own issues with Nathan.
He's got many, many, many issues.
Right. So, while he is dealing with all of this, we are introduced to Brooke Davis, who is Peyton's best friend, who wasn't in the pilot, which I thought was odd. But I want to get your ideas of what you guys think about
She
Brooke?
is also crying for attention. She's in a different way. Because in the beginning she was like, "Oh, I'm so past this high school like drama." Yet she's I don't know.
Well, I feel like it's like she's found fresh meat.
Yeah,
so let's attack it.
Well, yeah. So she's in this episode. She's just kind of like, oh, who's this guy?
Right.
Oh,
right.
Questioning like, where did this guy come from? He's obviously good looking, and he's on the team now.
Right.
But
and I wonder if he wasn't going to be on the team.
She would have never, ever,
no,
because she mentions a few times all about popularity and being the popular girls, and yeah. We also, let's see. So we meet Brooke, and then we also meet Jake.
Right.
Yeah. Jake is the other character we meet. Who
seems to be like this godsend, like friend for him. And
he's not real. He's just like...
Yes, everything he has to say is so humble, and like... He's trying to be the bigger person, and he's trying to
a rare gem in a high school.
Which is so...
Especially a rare gem on a sports
team with people that... that's all they care about is popularity and being the best and having friends, and he just seems to be above it, which is so refreshing.
Yeah, and Lucas needs that. He needs at least someone on his side on that team. Yeah, he has no one on that team, and
to get
Jake is like that little olive branch of hope for him, and he gives him that book to read, and
a decent, nice person.
He's a nice guy, and I like that he says, I just come, do my thing, I play, I don't get involved.
Which is the way it should be.
Yeah, so that's who Jake is.
Yeah.
And that's how Lucas should kind of idolize. I'll come, I'll do my thing, I'll prove them wrong, but I'll try not to get involved with all this drama.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we have Jake and we have Brooke, our two new characters that we've met.
Yeah.
Kind of jumping back to Peyton. Peyton is still being a brat. And she's still getting her car fixed, and Lucas finds her artwork. So we knew Peyton is like this rocker girl, dark side webcam, rock music. But now we see that she does art also.
Right.
Yeah, she sketches.
She does art, and she is very passionate about her art, just like Lucas is passionate about basketball. So they kind of have that little moment where they connect.
Right.
And they both have such passions for two different things, but they kind of connect on the same...
Right, because they're both afraid, too.
Fear is what's driving them not to really succeed.
Yep, fear is pretty much where they're, like, both not getting to where they want to be.
Yeah.
Where Lucas, with his basketball, he chokes on the game, and Peyton's too scared to... give her work to Thump magazine or Thud magazine, Thump, whatever it was, Thud magazine. So of course we have that moment where she like gets to the door of the magazine and she's like, "Oh no, I can't do this," and throws it. And of course Lucas is looking out the window and sees this.
Yeah.
So Lucas, so perfect timing. So Lucas, of course, goes, gets it out of the garbage, and gives it to the magazine.
He just wants to be her knight in shining armor. And then it's funny because she treats him. Most of the time, she's like Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, kind of like. Sometimes she treats him like he's a person, and other times she's just very hot and cold with him. So I wonder why. I guess he finds her to be very intriguing.
She's different
because she's different, but she's just so.
And they have
sometimes
this
just so mean to him.
Yeah, and it's just this weird rapport that they have.
Yeah,
it's like you shouldn't be involved with this, but you can't stop. Also.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of a drug.
Yeah, they're kind of like there's a
there's a magnetic attraction there.
Yep, and they have that banter back and forth where they're very sarcastic with each other, and he definitely there are moments where you see Peyton she lets her guard down.
Yeah,
you can see
the
smile.
For the first time, we get to see like a nicer version of her when she's talking to him. Yeah. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. She's still not there yet, but she's part of her guard because we saw it in episode 1 when he mentions the band she listens to, and now she sees that they have a common thing with both being passionate for things. And, and he's into reading, and he's secretly a nerd and everything.
Yes. And he's also, I think, different than what she's used to. He's observant. he actually realizes she draws.
Yes, where Nathan was like,
Nathan's like, oh, crap music. Let me kick you out of my car.
And he didn't notice that she ever sketched.
Yeah.
He's like, something's missing, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, what's missing in your... What's different in your room? And she's like, all of my sketches are gone.
Like,
and he's like, oh, what sketches? Completely oblivious. Then you have Lucas, the polar opposite, who is... saying her artwork is amazing and that she needs to do something with it and not be scared.
And her artwork is what got him to
come to the game, to finally say, like, no, I'm not going to be afraid anymore.
Yeah, and then
which
kind
is
of...
big.
Yeah, and then going back to that assignment that the teacher gave them in English class about writing down one word.
Yeah.
The words were, Nathan wrote revenge.
Which... fitting.
Obviously, he wants revenge for Lucas making him look like an idiot and beating him in the game, in the pilot.
Yeah.
Then we have answers for Lucas because he feels lost and he doesn't know what he should do.
And there could be a lot of questions that, will come out eventually that we'll find out the answers to. So that should be interesting for him.
And then we have truth for Peyton.
Right, which is so fitting.
Yep.
Because she doesn't... She's lost. She's very lost.
She's very lost.
Doesn't know which way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this episode is, I guess we could say, it revolved around fighting fears.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a really good episode, I thought. When it was done, I was like, yes, that was such a good episode.
Honestly, for a second episode,
really caught me in.
Is like, you get the point of it. You get in. Mm-hmm. Like, right away you're in.
You're in.
You don't have to wait, like, just hold on. Some shows.
Right, some shows it's like, people are like, you just gotta get to, like, the 6th episode and then you love it. Like, this one, right away
you get the story. You know
care about the characters. You want to know what's gonna happen to them. You root for them.
Pretty simple, to understand.
Yes. Yeah. And there's not really that many characters that you
it's not overwhelming.
No. So, and it's funny because they literally have all grown up in this town.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they all somehow related and intertwined. So should be interesting seasons to come. I just think it's funny how the mother, it's not funny, but what's her name?
Karen.
Karen, yeah.
She didn't ever think to leave. Or, none of them felt the need to leave. Maybe they have and they came back. Who knows? We'll find out. But they all have this attachment to this town.
And some shows, like a lot of shows have that, where people don't just leave their towns. And I never understood that.
Yeah, but I guess the small town mentality.
We haven't left our town.
No,
we're all still in the
We're
same town.
We're
townies also.
But it seems like their high school, we graduated with 600 plus kids, where it looks like their graduating class
is
like
20 people. Yeah, it's like not a lot at all.
Everyone kind of knows everyone's business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
unfortunately.
So the episode ends. He didn't want to play anymore, but then at the end he decides to join back the team, and he realizes that his fear is his dad, which is Dan.
Yes.
And he takes his name off of the jersey.
Yes.
Which you saw, like, when he turns around, that slow motion scene, and you see the black on the back, and you see Dan's face, like, it hit Dan. Yeah. Even though Dan doesn't recognize him as a son.
No.
It hit him.
It was like...
He was like,
bastard.
That's,
Yeah. Visually seeing the name gone.
Yeah. Well, when that scene where Dan goes, "Hey, son," and I guess did he not realize it was Lucas?
Because he thought it was just another player, and
to give him.
If you notice, a lot of the adults say son, like Keith says son, Whitey says son. That's just like, it must be a Southern thing.
And that was just very.
But he turns around and it is his son, and he's like, ooh, awkward. But Dan's like, go give this to my boy.
And like a good person Lucas is, he's just like, just takes the bag and goes.
Just takes the bag, doesn't say anything, but then removes the name.
Super awkward.
Yep, so awkward. So
but a great ending to the episode.
So it ends, and you see the name ripped off. So, so that's pretty much episode 2. Yeah. So we all liked it.
Yes. I thought it was a great episode.
It was good.
Yes. Good.
Yep.
Good
and we ended the theme song.
Gavin DeGraw's theme song in the beginning. We didn't have that in the pilot.
Always A+.
Yeah, that was
song. Great.
Gavin DeGraw.
That song was so popular then, and now I realize why it was so popular is because it was the theme song.
Yep.
And it's very fitting.
It is.
Song for the show.
Yeah.
So it's good.
I agree.
All right, so we'll just dive right into episode 3.
Yes.
Which is called Are You True? All right, so this one pretty much had a theme about a new start, starting over.
Yes.
Right,
something was new. Something's happening. They kept saying something's happening.
Something's
here.
new, and what's new with Lucas is he plays and he does the winning 3-pointer shot, And this, I love how Brooke. So there's the scene where Brooke is like half naked in the backseat of his car.
Which
being
was
very
so
Brooke.
random.
Being very Brooke, but she says something that really shows you that Brooke is a smart cookie. She's like, everything's going to change for you now. This is that moment.
Yeah.
You winning this game is the moment where your life changes.
Your high school.
It's a newfound identity.
It's a new identity. She mentions how, you're popular now. And,
right. Because overnight, then you see in the town, everyone's, hey, Lucas, good job, Lucas.
He even says, like, the teachers smile more.
Yeah.
People say hi to him. People he has no idea who they are.
Yeah.
How one little moment of, that three-pointer shot at the end changes everything. So this one pretty much has that theme of, like, new beginnings, starting over.
Which is true because his mom, she went to the game.
She was like, let me just have a fresh start. I'll try and, be over this, be better
and
than
then
this
she tries
situation.
to join the boosters.
Oh, my God.
The booster scene, though, she killed it. She killed it.
Yeah.
She goes in. First of all, what bitches? They tell her 6 o'clock.
About 6-ish, around that time.
And then she shows up, and they're like, "Oh no, honey, you must have
5 o'clock
misheard.
on the dot.
5 o'clock sharp." They're such like mean girls
Awful.
in adult form. Like,
yes, and she said, you haven't changed since high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
we see more.
Still, these people they're the same people that they are rooted in,
Right.
which is kind of nice to see, like, that Lucas kind of is having this, like, second chance sort of to be something other than what he originally, like, started out as, which didn't seem like any of them but Karen too, she was a cheerleader and now she's, like, trying to be above and then better than these people.
We just also have this giant symbol of burn your past.
Yeah, with the boat.
With the burning boat festival.
So start new. Burn your shit.
Yeah, burn everything that's negative. Lucas threw in the Scott name
which
badge.
Was great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Karen ends up throwing her cheerleading uniform.
Yeah.
It's everyone pretty much having a fresh start.
I wonder if Nathan put anything in the boat.
Yeah, I know.
Or
we didn't
Dan.
see.
You don't see them do anything.
Nope.
They don't want. They should, but they should. You know.
And I don't know if you're ready, but I really want to get the opinions on Nathan asking Haley to choose.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so ready. I've been waiting. For this.
So right now, Lucas is on this high after this win, but his team is not on his side.
On his side.
Yeah.
They don't have his back. They keep mentioning that they're a lot younger because in the pilot they suspend a lot of the players, so they have a lot of junior varsity on varsity now.
Right. Yeah.
So they're younger, so they're kind of scared
Very
of Nathan.
susceptible to.
Yeah. Besides Nathan's like two Goonie guys, which I don't even remember their names.
Yeah.
They do, but I don't even remember. But
they're not important.
They kind of just are following Nathan and doing what he does, and hazing him, soaking Lucas's clothes in the lockers, taking his clothes as towels. He ends up walking naked in the hallways, which his body.
Yeah, we weren't mad about it.
Yeah, we weren't gonna get mad about that scene. But so Lucas is getting hazed, and now all of a sudden Nathan, there's that scene where Haley is hanging out with Lucas at the locker, and Nathan asks his friend, "Who's that girl he's always hanging out with?" And they make a joke like, "Oh, you're gonna slum it now," like, because they don't know who she is.
Whatever slum it means,
right?
Wow. Something bad or perverted. Bless you.
Sneezing over here, cats. But so and then all of a sudden, I'm sure Nathan has been failing his grades the whole time. But now, all of a sudden, he needs a tutor, and who's working in the tutor center but Haley.
Right. But it's funny because he seems to be super genuine with her.
Well,
is it fake, though?
No, but this is my thing, right? Like, usually, I'm like, okay, how far is he going to go? He's going to go to Haley, right? He's going to go through her and, like, somehow hook her and lie, and this will hurt Lucas.
It's going to hurt Lucas.
But here's the thing. We're watching this, and the music's not changing. Like, usually you can go with music, and it's like bad music or negative music will play.
Right,
like,
kind of like, all right, something bad's going to happen.
Totally, like, I mean, the music doesn't change. The tone of the music is, like, happy, so I'm like, wait a minute.
Is this positive?
Is this...
Right.
So it leaves you with the question with, is this the real Nathan? Is he faking it?
Is he
What's
doing
his
this to her?
motive?
What's his motive?
I mean, what we know his motive is to clearly hurt Lucas or get him off the team.
Is this like she's all that, you know? And
Right.
It might
Which I kind of wouldn't be mad about, honestly.
Well, like,
maybe this will be the tell-all Nathan changes kind of. I mean, it's very early in the show for Nathan to change so quickly.
It is.
I mean, we have moments where Nathan, you see a little, like, you can tell he's getting frustrated with his dad.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like his dad constantly. Dan Scott has so many issues.
So many.
He's hung up. Whitey doesn't even remember this, but he brings up, the championships.
And Whitey's like,
you benched me, or like, Whitey does not care.
Right.
But Dan holds this grudge. Dan has wanted to be this guy who goes off, plays professional basketball, and it never happened.
No.
Right. Do we find out why it didn't? Or
I mean,
it's just
we
kind
probably
of like
do. I don't remember,
didn't.
but he works a 9 to 5. He's a car salesman.
Right.
Like, I'm sure that's not what he wanted for his life.
No.
So he sees his son, and I feel like he's just living vicariously through him.
Which
and
I'm
wants
sure,
him to.
It's all parents are like that. They want better for their children, but he's
going
he's
at
that
the wrong
stage
way.
mom. That
helicopter parent.
Helicopter parent. Yeah.
It's a whole new level.
You can't let it go.
Yeah, he has issues.
He's still holding on to what happened, so many years ago.
And I mean, we even have that scene with Nathan when he's painting Peyton's toenails.
Yeah, which was
and
bizarre.
There's a moment where he's like, maybe I should just quit basketball. And Peyton gets so excited. She's like,
yes, that sounds
because then she probably feels she doesn't have to be a cheerleader anymore.
Right. She just needs someone.
She needs someone to do something different.
She doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
Because, she, like they said.
She admitted it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
She, her best friend's a cheerleader, Brooke. Yeah. Her boyfriend is a star player of basketball, and she feels that, if she were to leave all of it, she wouldn't have anyone. Because they would probably shun her, like, you're not going to be, one of the popular kids anymore. And,
and Lucas even said, too, he's like, well, so why do you stay with him if it's not, great? And she's like, well, it's good sometimes, and then the other times it's like, there's no one else. Mm-hmm. Which is... that's something that stands true, I think, a lot of times in high school. I mean, in general. Yeah. You stay with someone because it's their comfort and you're afraid to do something else. And she's clearly afraid. It's funny because she seems to be so, like, badass and very verbal. And then she's also so scared and very self-conscious, too. So... she's a very dynamic character.
Yeah. Like her art.
She's the most interesting one. Yeah. Out of everyone.
Like her art gets approved and they like it at the magazine.
Great.
And then they want her to change it. She has like a darker kind of vibe and they want her to be like this happy cheerleader. And she at first decides not to go with it, but of course Lucas says again, your art's worth fighting for, stand up for yourself type of deal.
The push.
And she goes back and tells them, listen, this is it, this is me, if you like it, take it, if not, too bad.
Yeah.
You'll be missing out. Right. And of course, they end up taking her the strip for the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then we also have Brooke that is just constantly...
She's just using her sexuality.
Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah. Following Lucas around, really selling it, with the little... What are those things called? The
fortune teller.
The fortune teller. Like, you like me.
I was like, I need to make one right this minute.
So but then towards the end when, where are they? Oh, they're at the burning of the boats, and she goes, and he's like, you don't have to act like this. Right. And she's like, I know, but it's nice.
It's funny seeing you kind of be the nice guy and
try to
get.
So I think she's even intrigued, like, oh my god,
different.
When she was like half naked in his car, he just drove her home, dropped her off, and said goodnight, and
And I also think she's like, this is all she knows.
Yeah,
This is all she knows.
She's probably like, oh, I don't have to like be super slutty. I
don't know anything else because it's how it goes.
It seems that slutty kind of reputation seems to be threading through the cheerleaders.
Yeah,
Peyton's always talking about like
the positive
sex, and then Brooke and
female lead in this. Who's guiding these young ladies?
Right. I mean, out of
is
all,
that? I mean,
Haley
I don't know if that's what high school was really like for me. I can't really say, but
we had a whole different.
We really do. We
can't compare ours to theirs, but. And then we have Haley back to her tutoring. What do we think?
Yeah.
He gives her the bracelet.
I wonder why she sees like a little something. I don't know if maybe she's
smart.
attracted to him.
She knows that, okay, because she doesn't tell Lucas. That's the big thing.
That's the only,
She doesn't tell Lucas, and you can see that it's like she feels so guilty because he's like, oh, do I know who you were tutoring? And she says no.
She's like, no, yeah.
And she makes those demands to Nathan saying, you can't tell Lucas and you need to back off. So I think at first she was doing it because maybe she would get more info to help Lucas, and then, she said, you need to leave Lucas alone. Maybe she figured if she tutored him, Nathan would leave Lucas alone.
Right, which ultimately is going to end badly. We know this
obviously,
is going to end badly. He's going to either use this to say to Lucas, hey, I got Haley to go behind your back.
Right.
And or
I'm getting close with her.
Yeah, or he's going to, or they're going to actually have a friendship or a relationship or whatever, and that's really going to bother Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or not. I mean, who knows?
I just feel like he's going to, charm her and try to get her to like him, and then... Unless he falls for her in the end as well, but I know, it's
going to be a little tricky.
Usually when this stuff happens, we know because the music changes, and the music it's
stays.
Yeah, and he didn't give her any, the camera didn't change.
No,
he didn't look at her
that look. Yeah, it was just completely a natural.
It seemed to appear to be genuine, which
did.
Is going to be interesting for the next couple of episodes.
And I think she's also... as a human being, you're intrigued with something you shouldn't be involved with.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You always want something
you can't have when someone tells you no, want to.
And plus, I think she does want to fix...
Well, and then Karen asked her what was up when he called at the cafe, and she's like, well, maybe he's not knowing who it was. She didn't know it's Nathan that she was talking about, but Karen says... maybe, he's trying. If he's so bad, but he went for a tutor, maybe he's trying to change or better himself.
Yeah.
Maybe he's worth saving.
Right.
So I think Haley was like, okay, maybe there is some good. Maybe her motive is also maybe I can change him.
Oh, yes.
I'll change the bad guy. And then if she does, then maybe... he will back off Lucas. She could... Who knows what she's really thinking.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, and,
This should be interesting. I'm excited about it.
Me too.
Yeah.
To see I didn't see that coming. After he said, who is that, I had a feeling that maybe
he'd go ask her on a date or something, but I didn't know the tutoring aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way to go about it.
Are they ever going to kick him off the team for bad grades? Doesn't seem like that would happen.
Dan will step right in and be like, no, his grades are perfect, and probably threaten a teacher or something.
Yeah. So this is purely his motive for something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was wondering too, because clearly he doesn't need the good grades.
Because,
especially if he'll get a scholarship. I don't know if these schools will look past him not having good grades, but...
Yeah, I guess in the sports world, it's pretty much, it's pretty much you do well in sports, then you get a scholarship.
And that's about it,
Yeah, so there's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Haley's so pretty, though, by the way.
Yeah, no, Haley is so pretty. I love Haley. She's one of my favorite characters, for sure.
She's a refreshing character.
I know, and I love seeing her and Lucas and their friendship.
Yeah.
And just how, funny and honest and blunt and nerdy.
He needs her and she needs him. And then they say that she comes from a really big family. So maybe it's she kind of needs attention too. Not that kind that
Brooke.
Peyton needs or Brooke.
Peyton, yeah.
But just a companionship.
Yes.
Seems like she kind of needs that.
She
wants to help. She wants to fix.
Yes, she wants to fix.
Right.
Which I
feel like anyone can relate to, especially when it's your best friend or it's even family, it's brothers.
At that point, since they've known each other for so long, and she's so close with her mom.
Yes, they're
I think
very
it's
close.
Family. It's past
pretty,
the friendship.
they're family.
It's family.
Yeah, they are family for sure. And how cute is their little miniature golf place? Can we just talk about the lights?
That is adorable.
That's their little hangout spot. I love that. I remember when I saw it again, back to this is a flashback back to high school when I used to watch the show. I was like, man, I want a place like that where you can just hang out with your friends and play mini golf with all the lights. It just looks so cute. But the whole town is cute.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Do you know, so you don't know
towns.
where it was shot in North Carolina?
I don't remember where. I'm sure we could look it up.
Yeah.
But I know you can go to the river court.
That's
really
cool.
We didn't even mention that they trashed his river court.
That was
part
so
of the
sad.
season, throwing him in the mud.
ridiculous things.
And the thing is, it's like if he went and told, then he would look as like
a
tattletale.
snitch.
Yeah.
So he said he wanted to
And even Jake said he's like, just let this go. Like, you know, his friend,
the shoulder angel.
Yeah,
Jake.
he's like
shoulder angel.
He's like, just let it go. You know, in the end, it will bring the team
the high
closer.
road.
They'll get over it.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, but doesn't seem like Nathan's going to be backing down anytime soon.
No, especially being fueled constantly by Dan.
But that's the thing, though. Like, if he doesn't back down, I feel like Haley's going to find out if he doesn't.
Mm-hmm. So now that's, Haley gave
or
that ultimatum.
Could just, he could blame it and be like, it was the team, it wasn't me.
Yeah, and
Please
play
don't
the
leave me,
innocent
Haley. Here's
card.
your bracelet from the Cracker Jack.
Yeah, with the bracelet.
Yeah, and Lucas is like, oh,
she didn't take it off.
She didn't take it off.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
She could have easily taken it
could've
off
said,
and be like, nah.
So silly.
Because
he's being a charmer.
It's like that. It's like curious.
Yeah.
Badness. You shouldn't be with it, but
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, there were those
attracted
boys in high school that used to be the bad guy, and then they would like give you attention. You're like, okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah, they're not that
bad.
Yeah.
And it's like,
or you're sarcastic flirting with them or something. Yeah.
So, and I mean, it's high school.
Yes.
They're high school.
That's all right. Let's bring it back.
We gotta bring it back, guys.
Bring ourselves back to
high
that point.
School. They're in high school. They make bad decisions always.
They do.
So what would you guys, let's have a little rating system.
Okay.
So for episode 2, out of 10, what would you rate it?
Oh.
You can have a point, like 1.2 or whatever. You could do that. What would you rate it?
I don't know if I would have asked for anything more
I would say it's
different.
like an 8.
Yeah, I'd say it's about an 8.
It's a good 8.
It's a good... No, especially because it's the second episode.
Uh-huh.
Right, for a second episode.
For like a standalone episode, even before not knowing what happened before, and you could pretty much gather what's going on in the story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't really... I mean, it's good that we had the back story, like the pilot, but as a standalone episode...
It's not bad.
Pretty good.
I think the character development and very early on is also really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't see that a lot. I mean, it takes a while for people to
get to know everybody, but they pretty much hit every character.
Yeah.
You pretty much have a good idea of
who they are, how they're going to be.
Even
for the rest
introducing
of the show.
Brooke, we just met Brooke and Jake.
We get her.
We know her.
We pretty much know
Yeah,
her.
we know her. We know who she is. We have little glimpses of who she could be.
Right.
And then we have Jake, who's just like his conscience and just a sweet guy. And
Such a nice guy.
Yeah. So, and then episode 3, what do you guys think?
I also thought it
Burning
was
of
good.
the Boats.
I liked how the episode 2 ended. He took his name off his jersey.
Yep.
And then you open up and it's like, okay, here, this is the game. This is the tell-all. He needs to prove himself. And he did. And through the whole episode, it was kind of him, like, starting this new journey, which everyone was. And I also thought it was, about an 8 or so, too.
Yeah, I would give it an 8 also. So 2 8s, not bad.
8, so
and we never rated the pilot, so we'll just jump back.
The pilot was a pretty
for
solid
a pilot for this type of show.
I mean, it was a good. I'm
gonna stick with 8 too.
Yeah, let's stick with the 8 trend.
Yeah, only because I feel like I want to rate it as if I didn't see the second and third.
Oh yeah,
episode,
I know.
You know,
just as a standalone.
Seeing the pilot, I would say it's about an 8. That was a strong pilot.
Yeah, and pilots are tricky. Pilots are usually they can be pretty bad or rough, but
this wasn't too
not
rough.
bad. So we're averaging an 8 right now for what you had. I'm excited.
What was the corny part that we were laughing at? What happened that we just thought it was so ridiculous?
Oh,
I'm trying to think of what it was
wasn't it
now.
something with
We just started laughing.
No, didn't he?
Oh, he stopped. They ran up on the court
like,
in the game. And he just stops and turns around. Your art matters. I was like, okay, you knocked it down a little, half a point for the corniness, but I mean, it's a dramatic show.
Yeah, early WB. Right. This was back when it was a WB show.
So that was funny.
Yeah, your art matters.
And she just gives a smile, which is so not her character either.
Yeah, that's the wall coming down.
Yeah, that's the wall
but
coming down.
every one of these shows has those
that corny moment
where you're like,
for sure. And I mean,
cringe.
It took 3 episodes to get a really corny moment. So
that's good.
Not too bad, you know? So,
yeah, there's definitely shows that have been on or even on now that the corny moments happen. You just cringe and you're like, okay.
It's like, can we move past this?
Yeah. How do we get over this moment?
How do we get over let's pretend that didn't happen and let's move on.
Poor acting or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Everyone, I have to say too, everyone seems to be a really decent actor / actress. I was really surprised at Hillary Burton because I know all she did was a VJ before this.
Yeah.
Like, she literally
TRL.
got on the show.
I remember that.
Had, from what I understand, no acting experience. And then
she's not bad.
honestly pretty good. So
Yeah. They're all pretty good.
How do you feel in terms of the acting and the ages? Do you think they look like high schoolers?
I think that honestly Nathan looks the most like a high schooler.
Yeah.
First, he has a baby face. I mean, I'm sure, as it progresses, he'll get more mature.
Yeah.
Chad Michael Murray, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I always saw him as that high school role anyway, so I know him as that.
And high school shows that take place in high school rarely cast actors
yeah.
like Pretty
They're
Little
always
Liars.
older.
Pretty Little
All of them
Liars.
are
They're
our
all in
age.
their our age, mid to late 20s, playing high school kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's that's how it's
like,
always
going
going
to
be.
high schoolers look like?
I know. But
these
I mean,
days,
some
they look
these
totally different
days
than
you
what
look
we
at these
look
high.
like.
I'm sorry, but we were hot messes.
Yes.
I was looking at old pictures today. I'm like, how do these high schoolers look so put together nowadays?
Yeah.
They just don't look like high schoolers.
No.
With their filled-in brows. I didn't even know filling in
God,
brows was a thing.
Their makeup.
No.
The makeup is
I dyed my hair
to
until I
a
was,
different
what,
level
18?
these
Next
days.
level.
18,
Yeah.
I dyed my hair. 17.
Yeah.
It's a late
So-
bloomer. For that
Definitely.
stuff.
Yeah.
A late bloomer.
But, all right. Well,
Cool.
I'm excited. So we finished 3
Going in a good
episodes.
pattern.
And, we got solid 8s
Yep.
Yeah.
all around.
Yep.
And next week we will be watching episodes 4 and 5.
Yep.
And we will be doing the same thing. So,
Cool.
this will be hopefully up on Tuesday. If you're listening, it should be Tuesday or after Tuesday already. And it will be on iTunes and SoundCloud for Tree Hill Talk. I made a Twitter. There's nothing there yet, but we'll get there. Tree Hill Talk, follow us. And if you want to email any questions or tweet us, treehilltalk@gmail.com. And maybe we can get some chit-chat about the show if
Yeah.
anyone out there wants to
That would be
watch.
Twitter. Start tweeting.
Start tweeting about it. Maybe we'll live tweet. We can do like a live tweet of us or like a live stream of us watching it or something. Like we'll put something together. But
Get interactive.
yeah, just search Tree Hill Talk. We're pretty much everywhere now. I got us a little bit of everything.
Cool.
So, we will see you next week. And
See ya. Bye.
bye. See ya.